Alright, welcome back to the Roguelike Raider. We are all set for episode 3 coming your way. Playing uMoria 5.5. And here's our character again. Raider the First. He's a human warrior, level 6 now. Our goal for this session, dive down to 150 feet, gain a few levels, return back with some treasure, don't die. That's it. With that said, let's just go ahead and get started. When last we left off, we had some issues with cursed items. Lost a bunch of gold to having to buy that cursed item removal scroll. And yeah, we learned our lesson, I think. So from now on, we will not be just trying on everything in the dungeon willy-nilly. So we don't have enough gold really to buy anything else. There's nothing we need at this point other than what we've got. So let's go ahead and dive down to the first level. So again here, I'm not aiming to spend time at 50 feet. We're going to take the first down staircase we see. But that doesn't mean we won't stop and kill a few monsters and pick up anything we might happen to see along the way. Oh, we got some mouse multiplication issues there. They're taken care of. Broken stick, that's nothing interesting. And oh, there it is. That's the staircase we want. And we're going down again. Oh, another new wand. Silver this time. No idea what that does yet. Oh man. I'm just looking for a down staircase. A white jelly that just poisons. Yeah, that just poisons. So that we can kill definitely. Oh, those. It's tricky when you see a mushroom in a hallway. They look a lot like a doorway. They can be tricky that way. And this lock refuses to be picked. I'm stubborn though. I'll keep trying. Or not. Oh, and there's a mage. Okay. Unidentified scroll. That's cool. Sell that back in town to find out what it is. Got the green worm mass. So again, we have to be careful. It does both multiply, and if it crawls on us, it can damage our armor. There's probably another secret door here. Yep. Don't need any pottery shards. And we're just looking for a down staircase. Oh, another new wand. That's great. Another thing to be identified. Probably by selling it. I could try it out once on a monster just to see. Oh, there's a down staircase. Alright. I'm going to try fiddling with my volume just a little bit here. Okay. So, if you happen to be watching this at some point and you think the volume levels are too low or too high, just leave a comment and let me know. So this is an interesting situation. It landed us in a room with no obvious doors. So, had to search for it. So this is our target depth. We're gonna try and clear this out. Got a drooling harpy. This is a new monster for us. And what was that worth? It was worth 3.5 experience points. So I mean that's a good amount right now. We're almost at level 7 already. So that's the good news. Up staircase there. Lots of secret doors this level, huh? And giant yellow centipede, that's an old monster. Nothing new there. And as a warrior, since we don't get the light spell, dark rooms are kind of a pain in the butt. Radiation eye, not even sure what those do. So this is its native depth, but it's not the same as the floating eye. I don't know what its attack does. Fortunately, we didn't find out there. So here we go. Oh, Shrieker Mushroom Patch. That woke something up. I don't know what. What is that? No, I don't need to pick up that torch. It's only worth 1 gold, and I feel like our pack will probably be full by the time we head to the surface, or if not, 1 gold piece it really isn't worth stopping for at this point. Black Naga. Nagas are like snake people. So, a saber. Boy. Remember last time we tried a weapon on in the dungeon? I kind of just want to wait till I'll wait till we get back to town to try it. If it's not cursed, I will use it. But if it is, oh, a couple of centipedes. We got a red one and a green one. Green one is not worth much. Do it easily, but this red centipede, yep, there we go. That red centipede was pretty tough. This is its native depth's worth 5 experience points. Wow. So yeah, so he definitely was much tougher than the other one. We need up to 200 this level. Scroll of object detection. We're not going to use that at this point. That can be handy, like on deeper levels, if you just want to try and cherry pick the level for where the objects are. That can be handy. Otherwise, they're not really worth much on their own. Oftentimes, so I'll just, if I feel like I'm gonna have more valuable stuff in my pack, I will just read it right on the spot and get a little preview of what's to come for objects on the level. A light blue potion, that's a new one. Don't know anything about that yet. So our pick continues to be worth the investment that we made. And oh, there's a trap right there. So I'm confused. Fortunately, we didn't get that while there was something dangerous around. That's 5 free experience right there. And oh, green worm masses again. I do not like things that damage armor. Getting a lot of critical hits here. That's good. I think that's the product of I don't remember what our fighting skill was at the beginning of this episode, but as you go up in levels, it does go up, and more fighting skill means you get more critical hits. So that's good. Potion of Cure Light Wounds there. Good. Alright. So kind of making our way across the level here. Rogue, they can steal our money if we're not careful here. Oh wow, we managed to kill them without them stealing any of our money. That's good. Oh, Hobbit. These guys, if I remember correctly, can also steal money. Yeah. Oh, good. We got out of that without losing our hard-earned cash. Okay, got a large green snake. Oh, that was pretty tough. Worth 4 experience points, yeah. So we're starting to get to a level where the native monsters are a little tougher than they were. So that means I think we're in the right spot for our level right now. Because we're getting good experience from the monsters. They're they're a little bit difficult, but not enough to actually put us in danger. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna rest for a little bit here. That snake in that mold were fairly tough. Brought us down to about half hit points. No white snake. That's a holdover from the first level. Tangerine potion. So we're still finding new potions and scrolls. We will for quite some time. I mean, eventually there are a limited number of items, so eventually you will probably find them all, but that can take quite some time. Alright. Oh, that was a pretty stubborn lock. Wait, what? A wooden mushroom? Oh, it's an item. Okay. Wooden mushroom. I don't think I've ever seen that description before. It's a new one. To me, anyways. This is nothing in this game is actually new, but it's new to me. So if a door is stuck, we have to bash into it. It puts us off balance usually for a little bit. It's another white jelly. It can poison us, but it doesn't hit too hard. The spotted mushroom patch can wake up other creatures. Not worried about that. We want them to be awake. Come at us. They really do. It saves us the trouble of hunting them down. Oh, something hit me. So there's some sort of ghost or something here. It's probably actually in the wall. Without a way to detect invisible, though, I'm pretty stuck. I can't actually do anything about it. Um, that ghost doesn't seem like it's too dangerous, though. Just gives us fear and a little bit of damage, and it's not actually coming after us. It's just kind of moving about randomly, and we happen to be in the way. Oh, 2 light blue potions. Ghost is back. And I cannot hit it because I have no way to see it. And if it's in the wall, the only way to actually hit it is to tunnel in the appropriate direction. That metallic blue centipede there. Getting hungry now, so we could just eat that mushroom, but that could be nasty. I don't think I really want to learn by trying out there. Yeah, it's definitely in the walls. I can try moving about just as randomly as it does. Yellow worm mass. don't remember what these guys do if they crawl on you. I know like all worm masses, they multiply. Oh, we hit level 8 now. So we are up to 79 hit points. That's fairly good for only level 8. And we need another 79 experience to advance now. We're making good progress for leveling. I mean, this is only the 3rd episode, and I don't know if we'll hit another level. We're almost done with clearing out this level already. Actually, this has been going at a very smooth clip. No hiccups this level. So that's good. But to already be level 8 means that we're definitely moving along at a good pace here. That's where it really helps to be going down to an appropriate dungeon level, because like if we could have just tried clearing out the levels above us several times. There's nothing to say that you actually have to keep going down in this game. This isn't like a rogue situation where there's only one way to go until you get the amulet at the end. It's nothing like that. You can pretty consciously choose the depth that you want to be at, which in a lot of ways makes this kind of an easier, some kind of whip thing there. In a lot of ways that makes this kind of an easier dungeon crawl experience. Excuse me again there. Have some allergies going on, I think. But yeah, so this is in a lot of ways easier kind of dungeon crawl, and we have a louse situation here. And in a dark room, there is no way to. Louse in a dark room is the worst situation because you have no idea how many there are left, and if you miss one, there's going to be like 50 in a few turns. But I think we are actually done clearing this level. Our inventory is getting close to full, so it's time to head back up. So come out of that staircase right by a novice mage and another wand. So we have 2 silver wands. Alright. That means even after we... White jelly. Even after we sell one to the store, then we'll know what the second one is. So that is good to know. Just looking for the up staircase now. Later on, once we have a bit more money, we'll be using scrolls of Word of Recall to skip some of the passing through levels that we've already done. Because once you get down to like 500 feet or so, it becomes really tedious to have to climb up and down the stairs every single time. A black mushroom patch. Where do I? Oh, this is the first fight I've had with the black mushroom patch. Okay. Well, its spores don't seem to be doing any special effects. It's just really tough. Wow. That took a lot of hits. So, I wonder if that was... Yeah, that was out of its depth a bit. That's usually found down on 200 feet. We're at 100 right now. You can often, when you kind of get a feel for the levels, you can tell what's not belonging. Um, because especially on the lower levels, I don't really remember so much if it's that case on levels as you go down, or if they start blending together more. But the upper levels all have a particular kind of feel to them. There are enemies which are fairly familiar that you'll see a lot of. And so if something that's not on that list shows up, it starts hitting some alarm bells in your head, like, hey, this might be out of place here. Might be more difficult than you would expect for the depth that you're at. You're just looking for that up staircase. No sign of it yet. There's another area where once we get to be playing a mage, you'll see how much of a difference it makes to have those utility spells, like being able to just see all the doors and staircases on a level right away. Well, not necessarily right away. You have to cast the spells every panel, but you'll know where they are. They're not going to surprise you. The same with traps. You'll know where they are. I got novice warriors here. Oh, we don't want to go down again. We want to go back up. Those green worm masses again. Oh, Shrieker mushroom patch. Oh, okay, that's the Shrieker. I don't know what the spotted mushroom patch that we killed earlier does then. I know the yellow ones frighten you. We got some ants here. Did someone call an exterminator? Yeah, that's the black ant. That's a terrible joke. Alright, so you've slain a warrior. What I would love to slay is an up staircase. That's what I would love to slay. There it is. Passed it right by earlier. Man. Alright, so just one more staircase to go for this run through the dungeon. Got a kobold behind us. Oh, our inventory is full. That potion of resist heat could actually be useful. Well, I mean, it's actually worth something to sell, rather. Yeah, I can drop this pair of shoes. I'm not going to identify it. I mean, for all I know, that's a pair of shoes of speed, but um, I don't have the funds at this point to identify everything. So I would just be selling it to the shopkeeper anyways, and if it's something really good, then I wouldn't have the money to afford buying it back. So I just drop it and don't even think about it anymore. Did we get it? Okay, we got it. That was not a ghost. It was just probably a clear icky thing, if I had to guess. Floating eyes, they paralyze you. Um, if there are other monsters nearby, that can sometimes be bad. Okay, that club. Yeah, I value being able to find out what these objects are rather quite a bit. So I'm not going to pick that club up. It's probably worth. Oh, there's something about something we're carrying in our pack. The bolts are magical. Alright, so that means we definitely want to identify them. And that is a result of our perception skill. So, our perception is bad, but it's still something. I'm getting a spinning circle here. I want to make sure that we are still connected. It appears that for now we are. I apologize. I'm just going to make sure that our connection is good. Alright, it's not telling me that I'm disconnected, so I'm going to continue on. If we wind up losing part of this episode, I apologize. And there is our last staircase. Okay, so we're back up on town. Time to go sell some of this stuff. So let's start with the magic shop. And they have limited space, so I'm going to make sure that I just sell the wands here, I think. Because there are no other stores that will buy those. And again, since we haggled so well earlier, we don't have to anymore, so that's always handy. A Wand of Wonder. So what that does is it can do any of a number of different things, and they're all really unpredictable. So oh, it actually moved on that. I was expecting that to be too high, and it almost was, but it did move. So that means that I hit the starting bid almost exactly there. Alright. So on objects, like I know I was just saying that you don't have to haggle, but it depends on the value of the object. So the more valuable an object is, the more you have to haggle successfully before it will finally just give you its final offer. And then let's sell that titanium wand, which is that was a nice one. That was a wand of sleep monster. They're selling that for 2,500, 2,700. We could have gotten probably 800 or 900 for that, but oh well. That's the way it goes. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Alright, so the store is actually full now. I cannot sell anything else to them. So let's go ahead and sell the rest of these potions and scrolls over here. I'm going to sell the unidentified ones first. Potion of superheroism that increases your um, to hit and your hit points by a pretty good chunk. Potion of poison, that's free money for us. That poisons you when you drink it. This one is Potion of Boldness. So we got a little bit of a deal there. They won't offer as much for that next time. Let's see, let's sell that Tangerine Potion. Yeah, we came back with a lot of unidentified potions this time. Potion of Weakness, that would have drained our strength. So this is again why we're selling stuff at the shop instead of just trying it out. Okay, we got a metallic purple potion that's next. That's cure serious wounds, alright. To sell some of these scrolls that are unidentified. Oh, finally made it to getting the final offer price here. So we can sell some of the stuff that's identified already. You can see that some of these are actually worth less identified than they are unidentified. You're selling unidentified stuff for 13. The identified stuff sometimes less than that. Oh, Scroll of Summon Monster. That's technically a bad scroll. But what I often like to do is actually take those down and read them, because what it will do, it will summon like a random number of monsters that are from a little bit below the depth that you're currently at. So it's a good way to get some good experience a lot of times, as long as you are careful and are prepared beforehand. Have some sort of escape mechanism to get out of there if things go poorly. Alright, so we are saving those scrolls of Phase Door. The Potion of Poison they won't buy. Is there anything else here that we need? Not currently, no. Alright, so we're starting to get a little bit of gold, so that's good. Let's drop that Potion of Poison. Right. Then let's go ahead and sell that mushroom. Ooh, an icky green potion. Okay. I think that is a potion of slime mold juice. Yes. Slime mold juice is actually pretty handy. It can cure blindness, I believe. So it's not terrible. It's better than water or apple juice, which don't actually do anything for you, but they don't do anything bad for you either. But I'm not worried about those states enough to let it take up a slot in my inventory right now. So let's go ahead and sell the mushroom. They will not offer any more than one for it. Mushroom of Confusion. So if we would have eaten that, we would have become confused. That's again why we do it this way. Let's go ahead and buy some food. Up to 10 rations. Then I'm going to go ahead and just try wielding that saber. Oh, it didn't tell us we're cursed this time, so that's an improvement. I'm going to go ahead and find the alchemy shop. and buy a scroll of identify. So let's read that scroll of identify for those bolts. So they're +1/+1. That means we'll get quite a bit more money for them actually. Now we can go ahead and sell our items here. So I'm gonna sell the stuff that I cannot sell at the temple first, just in case they happen to kick me out. So the rounded pebbles, we probably won't get a ton for those, but alright. $15. Alright. Sell the magical bolts. I don't really know what to ask for these, so I'm going to actually start kind of high. Okay, he was really willing to accept that, so I should probably start higher than the 400 actually. Let's start at 600. Nope, that's too much. Okay, go down a little bit. Okay, 450 is where we'll start, that's fine. You can start by going down by 25 at a time until we get within about 200. Then we'll go down by 10 at a time until we get to about a 100 difference.